Okay, laws of Lashon Harah. We are on chapter 5, number 7. Hey Zion. V'da, no. Tikashem she'aser lahotzi diba al chavero, ken al chafetzov. Just like there's a prohibition to speak Lashon Harah about a person, so too there is a prohibition of Lashon Harah to speak on someone's objects. What does that mean? It's very common, you find this, when a person, a store owner, will say, yeah, you should come to my store because my competitor's store, he doesn't really have such great quality. He has bad shoddy produce, shoddy products, if he's or whatever it is, and you denigrate his stuff that he's selling. That is Lashon Harah. All of this is because of jealousy, and it is total Lashon Harah. It is Lashon Harah on a Torah level. I just want to say something as an aside. Don't think that every negative speech about anything is Lashon Harah. Right? We're going to talk about soon the exceptions to Lashon Harah, and when it's actually sometimes a mitzvah to say something negative. Right? If someone's in danger under certain situations, it's actually a mitzvah to tell him something negative so he can protect himself. So the Ber Mayim Chaim actually writes right here that if you want to protect someone from getting cheated, right? If you know someone's selling a product and it's defective, then when you fulfill all of the conditions, which we'll discuss later, of course you're allowed to tell somebody. It might even be a mitzvah to tell him, right? You're allowed to protect someone from making a purchase where he's going to buy a defective product. But even if something, but if that's not the purpose, and you just hate, you have a competitor and you hate him, and you just say negative things about his product, that is Lashon Harah and prohibited. Okay, halacha ches. Isser sipur Lashon Harah she'asra haTorah l'saper b'gnus chavero afilu al emes. Who? That which we said, the prohibition of speaking Lashon Harah is even when it's true. Afilu b'yechidi, it's even when you say it yourself. V'kol shchein l'saper b'shnayim, and all the more so it's prohibited. L'saper b'shnayim davar gnus al chavero. It's prohibited when you say it with somebody else, right? We always think of Lashon Harah as just one guy going over and saying something negative, but if two people go and they both say something negative, that's also prohibited. Ta'aser. Va'avruhu yoser gadol. In fact, it's more of a prohibition, min ha'mesaper b'yechidi, than someone who speaks Lashon Harah by himself. Ki aminu ha'am yoser. Because why? People will believe them more. Right? If one guy comes and says something negative about somebody, you might believe, you might not believe him. But if two people come and say it, well, then people are more likely to believe two people. So therefore, it's more of a sin. Via lavos beinayim, they'll be more denigrated in their eyes. B'shmiyasim, I said dvar mepishnayim. Ubechol makom shenichtov stam iser lashon hara, hakavana hi bechol gavna levad im nefarish behedya. Every time we say stam iser lashon hara, it's what we mean unless we say explicitly. And just he adds in the Ber Mayim Chaim that it makes no difference if you speak one after the other or you speak together, right? Even if one person comes and says the Lashon Harah, and then after that a second person comes and speaks the Lashon Harah, it's still a prohibition for the second person. And we don't say that since it was already spoken that it's not a problem. He brings a proof from that. And he also discusses comparing that to Apitlasa, which we learned in Klal Beis. It's interesting there for those that want to take a look at the Ber Mayim Chaim. Today was a short class because we just finished the chapter, and God willing on Sunday we'll begin chapter 6, which discusses the prohibition of listening to Lashon Harah. Right? Until now we've been talking about speaking Lashon Harah, those prohibitions, but there's also prohibition to hear Lashon Harah. And what do you do if someone, you heard it, you can't go anywhere, someone's speaking Lashon Harah and you're stuck in your seat? What do you do then? So that will be discussed starting next Sunday. Hope everyone has a great weekend and a great Shabbos.